Hey guys, so I forgot to film my intro for this video, which I was going to do after I was done, which is pretty common for makeup videos, but I forgot. So here's me after I've washed off my makeup doing my intro. So welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are not new. My name is Christina. I do makeup videos, weight loss related videos, mental health related videos, occasionally like lifestyle, whatever, a little bit of everything. In today's video, it is a full face of first impressions, which is super rare on my channel because I just don't buy makeup like that. Usually I'll buy things here and there. So like I said, it's pretty rare. This video is a good mix of like high-end and drugstore. But yeah, if you want to see my thoughts on the products I tried and the look I ended up with, which is not this one, then just keep watching. Okay, so we are going to jump into it. As you can see, my brows I did off camera because it's boring and I'm not the greatest at them. Now, all of these products that I'm trying in this video are not necessarily new. They're just new to me, therefore it's a first impressions. One of them is newer. Now, for my brows, I used the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow Micro Fine and Define Pencil Crayon. I got mine in the shade Soft Brown. The little pencil tip, it's just like my NYX and my Maybelline one that I enjoy. It was fine. You know, I feel like brow products are one of those things I don't know if I'll ever necessarily buy high end. Like the Brow Wiz was not a fan. Now I do want to try the Glossier, I think it's called the Brow Flick. Kathleen Lights really likes it, but Milani just came out with something super similar. And I was actually gonna buy it for this video, but I couldn't find it. But I still wanna try that. And the only other high-end brow product that I want to try is the Urban Decay, I think it's called the Brow Blade. But other than that, brow products, I feel like you're fine with drugstore. I don't know if I said this in the intro because I haven't filmed it yet. Isn't that a mind fuck? But this is a combination of high-end and drugstore, which is rare for me because I tend to be a drugstore bitch because we do have 4 kids and I just don't want to spend money on things that, if I'm gonna buy makeup, I'd rather buy cheaper makeup and just save my money. But every now and then, you know, you gotta treat yourself. So we are going to start with the face first, just because I want to. Now, I did get a couple of products that are actually mini products. So some of the high-end products I got are minis. This is a mini version of the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. The box looks like this. A lot of people really like this, and even some people who liked it don't use it as much because they say it breaks them out. So we'll see. This has, let me see how much is in this. 0.33 ounces. I don't know, I'll have to look it up and I'll put it on the screen. I assume the normal size is an ounce. And I believe the normal is $30 and this is 15 and it's only a third of the size. So that's kind of disappointing, but I didn't want to buy the full size product, excuse me, and then not like it. Yes, I could return it, but that just creates waste because they throw it away. So I thought, well, why not save some money now and just buy the trial size. If I don't like it, I don't like it. And if I do, then if I use it all, maybe I will buy the full size product. So we are going to pump. I'll do 2 pumps because that first one was kind of weak. I'll rub this on my hands. Now everyone says this is like a sticky or a tacky primer. We shall see. Now trying a new primer and a new foundation at the same time isn't the greatest idea because if something goes wrong, you don't know if it's the primer or if it's the foundation. Now, in my experience, if something goes wrong, chances are it's the foundation, but that's not always the case. Let's see how that, it is still tacky, which is the point. So we'll see. The foundation is the product I mentioned that is the newer product. This is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I have combination skin, so I can do a matte foundation or I could do a dewy foundation just depending on how I do my skincare, things like that. So this is what it looks like. Now I've never tried anything from NARS, I don't think. Pretty sure I have not. I got mine in the shade Mont Blanc Light 2. I'm really bad at matching myself online. We'll see. I am gonna go in with a brush, and then if it has brush strokes or it doesn't look super smooth, I will pat it out with a sponge. Oh, it's a squeezy, which I actually really like. So I'm gonna squeeze about that much on the back of my hand for now. I did find my hand mirror that I had lost. So I am going to dot this on. I don't know how much I'll need. So I'll probably do that. Maybe that might be too much, might not be enough. We'll see. Using my IT Cosmetics Love is the foundation brush. Actually, that shade matches, at least to me, looks pretty damn good. All right. I think I'm getting better at shade matching. And I didn't even do like the quiz or anything. I think it's hard to see. I have my glasses on. I think it looks okay. So I am going to take a tiny bit on the back of my sponge and go over it. A sponge might be the way to go with this. The only reason I'm not doing like half and half is because I didn't wet my sponge, but I don't mind using it dry when I'm just patting over a foundation. Okay, so I feel like it oxidized a little bit. Does it look darker to you? A little. It's definitely matte. Definitely matte. Which makes me really surprised that Kathleen likes it so much because she has dry skin, but you know, everyone's different. The finish isn't bad. It doesn't feel heavy at all, which is really nice. It feels like I don't really feel it much, except for maybe a little on my forehead. But I do like the finish. I don't think I'm gonna have to set this. Obviously foundations are one of those things you have to try a few times to really see and try with other primers. But so far so good. We're gonna hop into concealer. Now my concealer is drugstore. I don't think I've heard a ton about this. It says it's waterproof and tattoo covering. It is from Essence. It is their Camouflage Matte Concealer. Oh, and quickly, obviously this is pretty full coverage and it sounds like this might be too light, so I'm gonna use a tiny amount to begin with. There's not much of a smell, which is nice. So I'm gonna put just some in that first corner. We'll start there and see. Because I do get pretty dark there in my inner corner. It's not as light as I was expecting, so I'm gonna put some right there. Also, can I say, I feel like I'm channeling my inner Hannah, or like Smoky Glow, with like my hoodie and my hair in a bun, although her bun looks so much better than mine. By the way, if you don't watch her, you should. She doesn't do just makeup, she does like commentary videos. Like, I just love her. I actually really like this concealer so far. Like the color, the finish, the coverage. Sorry, I'm covering you up. I really like it so far. I don't think I'm gonna use this anywhere else. I don't feel like I need a highlight or anything. I don't do that a whole lot anymore. Like I said, I'm not going to set my face. I am gonna lightly set my under eye. I don't feel like I need to. Well, yeah, it is starting to crease already. Now granted, I have some lines under my eyes, so. But the powder I'm gonna be trying under my eyes is a brand I've never tried anything from, and I've always wanted to, but like I said, like, it's really hard for me to spend money on myself, especially on like makeup. But I got a mini version of the Fenty Pro Filter. This is the Retouch Setting Powder. I got this one in the shade Lavender, which is supposed to be brightening. But the powder, I don't mind getting a mini either way because I don't go through powder like that fast. Oh my God. It's so pretty. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't care how much this was. Like, the packaging alone is just stunning. I'm gonna pour just a tad into the cap. Make sure I tap out like any fine lines. Let me try a little more. I know it's hard for you guys to see because I have my windows open obviously, and then like my ring light's on over here, which I know is weird. Like, like it's not the best angle. So I don't know for sure that's really brightening. I mean, it looks good. You know, it brightened slightly, like very, very slightly, but it set nice. The powder was nice. I don't think it brightened as much as I was expecting. Maybe if I had like really packed it on like with a sponge, so maybe I'll try that another time. But so far so good. Should we do eyes? Because I'm really excited to try this. We're gonna do eyes. Okay, so the palette that I got, first of all, the only high-end makeup palettes I've ever tried were from BoxyCharm. So like Tarte, Dose of Colors, like a Violet Voss maybe. But this is the first high-end eyeshadow palette that I've purchased outside of BoxyCharm. This is the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. She's pricey. Like, her stuff is pricey. Everyone knows this in the makeup world. Now her bigger palettes are more of like the $125 range. These palettes that have these smaller pan sizes, looks like this. These are $65. I know, but whatever. But it looks super pretty. This is like my color story. Like these colors are my jam. I'm really excited to dip into this. I'm not gonna do anything crazy today. If you guys want to see a sip and shadow on this palette, we could definitely do that. So I'm gonna start with the shade Morgan, which is this light peach right here. And what are we doing with it? Yep, we're throwing it in the crease. It's a really pretty shade. It blends out like beautifully. Let's take, ooh, we might go into Carnelian. I think we're going to. I think we're gonna do it, which is this like really pretty, like dandelion shade almost, like a darker dandelion shade. Let me get a different brush. I'm gonna take it's a Morphe brush. I'm gonna dip into that. This one just has a tiny bit more kick up than the other one, but nothing crazy. This one we're gonna go directly into the socket. That color's stunning. All right, let's take, this look's gonna look like all my other looks, guys. It's not the palette, it's me. I'm just not that creative. I'm gonna take the shade Jasper, which is like this burnt orangey shade. And I'm actually going to put this on the outer portion of the lid. That color, I'm impressed. I can't lie. I really like this palette. I know that like a lot of YouTubers who have tried tons of high-end products and tons of eyeshadow formulas say that these are just, they're good, but they don't know if they're worth the money. And like, I get that, but as someone who has not tried a lot of high-end products, as someone who's a beginner, I think these are great. I haven't tried the shimmers yet, but the mattes I think are fantastic. I love this like gradient I have going on so far. It's nothing revolutionary, especially for me, but I like it. Ooh, what shimmer? Oh, I know what I'm using. This is the shade Azalea, which is this pretty orangey, like with like a pinky shift to it. We're using our finger. It's just what I do. Ooh, that one above it. They're all so pretty. I'm so excited. But we're gonna take that shade. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was just dry on my finger. If I had wet that, oh my God, I'm excited. Okay, I'm sorry, like I don't get excited about makeup like that very often. Oh my goodness. Okay, I know I'm using an iPhone, so like the quality is not the greatest, but do you see it? Anyone? I don't know. I think it's really got my heart, you guys. We're gonna go into the lower lash line before I continue to embarrass myself. All right, I'm first going to take this e.l.f. It's like a pencil brush-ish. And I'm going to take, actually before we do that, we're gonna take a smaller pencil brush from Morphe, and I'm gonna go into that shade Jasper, which is like that orangey shade. And I'm going to connect it where we add it at the top. My eyes are watering. All right, now I'm gonna take the shade Carnelian, that nice like dandelion shade. Actually, I don't want this brush. I don't want that one either. I'm gonna take a fatter Morphe pencil brush into that carnelian shade and use it to blend out Jasper. I know I said I wasn't turning this into a tutorial, but it happened. I'm not doing mascara yet. We're gonna pop that off, but this is the eye look. So far, I really like it, like as someone who's just a beginner. Anyways, let's move on to the face for bronzer. One of the reasons I didn't want to set my face was because I'm using a cream bronzer. This is also for Milk Makeup. This is their matte bronzer stick. I got the mini. I can't remember how much this was. I also want to say it was 15. I don't remember how much comes in the original. Came with instructions. But this one is 0.24 ounces. But yeah. Have you guys seen that deodorant trick that like all of us were too stupid to realize? Like, you know, the plastic thing, and everyone tries to like pull it off and like pull it off with their teeth when you're supposed to just like do that kind of thing with it. Oh no, it broke it. It broke it. Hopefully that doesn't come out. That's my fault, I'm sure. Well, anyways, should I use a brush? Let me kind of swatch it. It is very creamy. Ooh, I hope this isn't too dark for me. Ooh, it might be, guys. I'm gonna use my sponge. Or do I want to use like a tiny stippling brush? This is from Wet n Wild. Let's try this stippling brush and see what happens. I fear this is too dark for me. But yeah, I could see how it would take you forever to go through that giant one. I can't even imagine. I don't like that. Let me try a sponge. I think I put way too much on there. I guess it's not that dark. I'm sorry, my lighting's like super fucked up now that the sun's going down. Like, this looks not good. But I actually like it. I've only used a cream bronzer product one other time, and it was Physicians Formula, and it was fine. You definitely need a light hand with this, but the sponge did seem to work better. It's kind of gonna be like a trial and error thing for me as far as like getting used to applying cream products, because I don't normally do that. All right, speaking of that, I got a cream blush. This is from e.l.f. It's their monochromatic multi-stick and glistening peach. Oh God, is this gonna be sparkly? I don't think I've seen anyone talk about these. It looks like this. These don't be glittery. Oh, she's glittery, all right. Let's see how it comes off on this. Oh yeah, Oh, she's glittery. Okay. I'm gonna have to try that like with a sponge next time. But I don't like it, and it's glittery, and it's my fault for not like reading the packaging completely. So that's kind of disappointing. We're gonna move on to highlight. This one is a full-size product. This is also for Milk. A lot of Milk products on this video. This is their Flex highlighter in the shade Lit. The packaging is beautiful. I love how simple it is. Ooh, I hope that's not too dark. But it has a nice mirror. That's what it looks like. Ooh, feels good. Oh, she's pretty. She's pretty. I want to put her on my face. All right. Using my BH Cosmetics number 4. All right. We're going highlighty today. Okay. You guys, most of my highlights are drugstore. The high-end ones I have, I'm just like, eh. Like they're fine. Like even the Ofra ones, I'm just like, they're fine. But this highlight, I don't think I'm gonna do brow bone. Well, we might do it a little bit. This definitely isn't as dark as I expected it to be on my skin. Look at that. Look at that. She's stunning. All right, I'm gonna quickly do my lashes off camera. I will tell you what I'm using real quick because it's new. I did not get a new eyeliner because I rarely ever use eyeliner. I just don't. I did not get a new setting spray either because I forgot. But the mascara is like a drugstore mascara. It's the Maybelline Lash Sensational in the shade Very Black, which is this one. I got the waterproof. So I'm going to go do these. I will come back and then we will do a lip and be done. So I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. I actually liked that. It has one of those plastic wands, which I haven't used since like the CoverGirl like lash blast, like the orange one. I liked it. Now my lashes are fucked. It doesn't matter what mascara I use, they just don't turn out the greatest, but considering, I thought that was pretty great. So we're gonna finish with the lips. So I actually got several new lip products recently because like lipstick's one of those things, like drugstore wise especially, I buy a lot of because like for instance, when I went to Meyer last, they had them buy 2 get 1 free. They were like $5 each, so I got 3 lipsticks for like 10 bucks. I don't think I'll be using any of those because I got a mini from Sephora. This is from KVD. So what I was going to say is that like I'm more inclined to use the brand now because Kat left, but how old are these minis that they still say Kat Von D? I'm still going to use it because I know the brand no longer is associated with her. She left the company, sold her shares or whatever. But I think it's weird that these must be old. Like, is there a date on here? I'm gonna tweet about this later because should I be concerned? I don't know. Anyways, this is the shade Lolita, which was like the iconic shade. And I've never tried it, so I'm going to. Yeah, that shade is stunning. I've actually tried their formula like once in the past and I really liked it. I just stopped. I mean, not that I ever like bought a lot from her, but I didn't buy anything else because, you know, now that she's left, bitch might buy some. Anyways, so let's wrap up real quick. I know this video has been super long, and if you're still here, you're a fucking trooper. So let's start with the primer and foundation. Like I said, with primers, you have to try them with other foundations to really know, and like do wear tests and stuff. So I don't have a ton of thoughts on this yet. The foundation, it is matte for sure. I like the coverage. I am like curious to try this with a more luminous or dewy primer and see how I like it. I do want to like make sure I exfoliate before I use it next time, which is my fault, but I like it so far. Like I said, it feels pretty lightweight. The Essence concealer, I actually really liked. The shade wasn't too bad. The coverage was nice. I really liked it. I also liked the applicator. I didn't say that when I was putting it on, but it's not quite a doe foot, but it's like this pointy, like, I don't know. I really enjoyed it. The Fenty powder, I was expecting a little more from. Now, as far as like the packaging, everyone knows it's like A1. It wasn't as brightening as I was expecting, but I also didn't like pack it on. I just used a brush. So of course I'm gonna keep trying it. I did like the way it set. There's nothing wrong with the powder. It just wasn't quite as brightening as I was hoping. But you know, maybe I'm wrong about the shade for me. I don't know, let me know. But like I said, it wasn't bad. The bronzing stick, I can't believe I broke it. It didn't fall apart though, so it's still there. I actually really like this. I'm gonna have to get used to applying this kind of product. I'm not like keen on that. Like I don't know quite how to do it right. So I know it doesn't look the best, but I like the product. The e.l.f. Now it's a multi-stick. So if I wanted to use this on my lips, I could try to get used out of it that way. I might try it one more time as a blush using a sponge, but it's pretty sparkly. Like I can't believe I didn't read that on the packaging. If anything, I'll end up decluttering it at some point. Not a fan. The highlight is my second favorite product. It's fucking stunning. I know I put a ton on. I know, but I love it. But the winner for me, and the mascara was fine. And the lip, of course, I like. But I loved this. I'm not gonna tell you that you should run out and buy it or that it's worth your money, because I'm not you. I don't make your money. But for me, as like an investment into like my makeup collection, and like I said, I don't have many high-end. So as a first high-end purchase outside of BoxyCharm, this was great. Like I love it. I love the look I came up with. The formula was great. I think it's very user or like beginner user friendly. Now, I haven't tried like a lot of the darker shades, so like obviously you want to be aware with pigmentation when it comes to that, because the shade Jasper that I used, that orange, was very pigmented, but I really like it. I do. So that was a long video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate it so much. It really does help my channel. Leave a comment down below. Have you tried any of these products? If so, what do you think of them? And then let me know if you want me to do a sip and shadow on the palette where I go into more detail, do a different look. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.